Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle playing as Alarielle, going up against the Ancestral Throng, where they are bringing 2 full stacks against us. They are the endgame crisis, so they have researched all of their technology, so all of their units are going to be about as strong as they can possibly be. And our army is a mixed unit army, nothing wrong with that, but it's also not a great army. It's also a bit damaged. But Alarielle is level 50, and we've got some tools to work with here, but this is far from the greatest army I've ever seen. I'm going to read out the email and get some context of the situation. He says, "Hi Legend, I've been watching your videos for a fairly long time now, and this is my first time sending in a disaster battle. It's my first time playing as Avalorn, and the Dwarf endgame crisis just began. 4 full stacks spawned at a settlement, and I rushed in with Alarielle to kill 2 of them, and I thought I could handle the other 2 after the end turn, but I just can't win this battle. And the dwarves are a bad matchup for my army, especially in large numbers. I have the Sword of Cain on Alarielle and lots of magic, but there are just too many dwarves and they deal so much damage to Alarielle and my army. I tried fighting in the trees and camping the reinforcement point, but the dwarves are too strong in melee and I don't have enough guys to hold them back. I am really curious to see how/if you can win this battle. Thanks for the help." Okay, so one thing to note in terms of holding them back, Phoenix Guard are a bad choice here because high value units with decent melee defense with anti-large, kind of wasted on the dwarves. This is probably only going to be 1 large unit here, so it's a bit of a waste. Not a big deal, but yeah, they're not going to provide a lot of value. Also, what's it called? Alarielle herself. Yeah, she's got the Sword of Cain. That's great. Is it going to make her invincible? No, because with how much ward save she got? 57% ward save. Think of it like this: if she didn't have the Sword of Cain and she goes into melee with Slayers, she'll die in about 10 seconds. With the Sword of Cain, it'll take them 20 seconds to kill her. So, not exactly amazing. She's not going to just be able to solo the entire army. Now, funny thing here is that if she was on foot, she would be way more dangerous to the enemy in this situation. But we've got her on the Eagle. So we need to utilize the advantages that we do have, which is speed, maneuverability, and magic, I guess, because they don't have that. Well, they've got the rune magic, so we'll see what we can do with that. Anyway, let's jump in here and see if we can manage to win this. Okay, so a conventional battle line will never work in this situation here. There's a lot of things we've got to take into consideration. Everything's on the maximum battle difficulty, so all of these guys, they're just going to fight to the death. Are our guys going to fight to the death? No. They'll hold on for a while, but they're not going to fight to the death. And they don't have as good melee combat stats as even kind of the worst of them. Sisters of Avalorn are definitely pretty good in melee, but some of them are quite badly damaged and we're massively outnumbered. So, like I said, a conventional standard formation, it's probably what he tried, and it'll never work in this situation because, yeah, you've got to inflict the army losses and it's just never going to happen. So, he said he tried camping this position here. I don't see that as being viable whatsoever because what were you thinking would happen? That you would rout these guys off the battlefield? These are dwarfs, they're not going to rout. Even the missile units and artillery, like, you're just not going to be able to do anything. You don't have Wind of Death, so not that you could get it, or any kind of spell that you could use to really wipe out the entire army with like a couple of casts. Plus, these guys here would just rush in and hit you as well, so that'll never work. He said he camped in the forest. I don't know if he means this one over here or here. I'm going to set up in here with just the infantry because in this sort of situation here, we need to think about our advantages, the enemy's advantages, and our disadvantages. Know yourself and know the enemy, sort of thing. There we go. So, what do we have as a disadvantage? Our infantry engagements, our missile units, these are our disadvantages. They have missile superiority, they have infantry superiority. So we do not want to engage our infantry versus theirs. We have a disadvantage. So we just postpone that until maybe we do have an advantage. Do we have like monster advantage? It's not really much of an advantage if they can just knock us out of the sky straight away. I mean, they've got trollhammer torpedoes, they've got guns. Sending in the dragons to go do breath attacks, I might as well just forfeit the battle right now. That's not going to work. But we do have maneuverability, and we do have half a brain. So what I do have as an advantage is these ones here, which they are large units, but they're fast, and they're long range, and we can maybe snipe the enemy lord. That's not going to win us the battle outright, and it's not going to even make any of their units rout, because they're all going to have like over 100 leadership. But that can get them a lot of value, and that's what we're going to look for here. Just find some value wherever we can. Now, Alarielle, we can, as I mentioned in the email, in the beginning, we can do some magic as part of our advantage. We can heal some of our guys here. because we've got the Star of Avalon. Let's use that. I need these ones off fire at will. I turned them off, didn't I? Yep. Put them on guard mode as well. Yeah, I just don't want them firing at regular infantry because they've only got 30 shots each. And we're pretty much going to need every single one of those shots in order to kill this lord here, I think. Try to stay outside of their range there. And yeah, just keep Alarielle back for now while we try to heal. That way we're gaining back some balance of power. Because the Auto Resolver doesn't take into consideration any potential healing that you might have. So that's something that you can do to, you know, boost yourself just a bit. So they're missing a fair few shots, but it looks like this guy's coming forward. So just keep shooting at him. Because these two actually have quite a lot of anti-large. Now, another reason that we really want to get rid of this guy is, for one thing, that's their only real spellcaster, right? And some of these spells will be pretty helpful, especially this one. If they cast that on Alarielle to slow me down, then, you know, while I'm trying to fly around, then they'll be able to shoot me so much easier. So getting rid of this guy would be really good. Also, they've got the Locus of Power. And also, he is the commander, so getting rid of him is just one nail in their coffin. One of many that we need to nail in. So, let's keep shooting him. Alright, you can fire at will now, since... Hang on. No, come back, come back. We were having a good time. I wanted to lure him in and then go into melee with him, but I think he got what was going to happen. Yeah, Rune of Slowness. Well, we did do a decent amount of damage there, but I was hoping to kill him. So I just want to get one more of these in. Actually, why don't you get in on the next heal? This one's okay. You move over there. Heal these dragons. They're not quite shooting at us, so we're okay here. Almost got that one down to half health. Yeah, 100 leadership. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not breaking any of these guys. They're essentially all slayers. They're just going to wait for their reinforcements. Okay. What are they going to do now? Alright, let's get this down. Alright, Phoenixes, I want you to go in this direction here. What we want to try to do is lure them further into the wrong direction, buying us as much time as possible before we have to use our infantry. Obviously, I would really like to use my abilities, but we've got to get in there first. Okay, she's full health. Let's get her out of there now. So you go over there. Now, we don't want to send too many units around all over the place because it becomes more difficult to micro. So just having a few things that we're doing at a time should be fine. Alright, I think we've got enough ammunition to kill him. I think. Now, Alarielle's actually pretty good at dueling as well. You know, not as good as Tyrion with the Sword of Cain. We've also got this. Might as well use that now. Oh, look at that. He's going to turn around again. Well, looks like we've got enough ammunition to kill him, so that's fine. Alright, so they're reforming a bit. And as they reform, they usually get some of their units into blobs. There's also artillery over here. We should think about getting rid of that. Alright, while they're reforming, they're probably not going to think about shooting us. And we've got this ability here we can do. Nice. Alright, that saves us a little bit of ammo by going into melee. You should have gone into melee in the first place. Problem is, if I had just gone charging in there, the Slayers would have pinned me down and then they would have died. Okay, dragons have finished healing. We need to bring them around over this way as well. So just got to be careful because they've got some stalking units. Come on, this guy here is almost dead. Got anti-large here. 45, that's really good. And that's with this not even active. Alright, what's this? Hammers. Okay, that's magical. Okay, magical attack or physical attack doesn't make any difference. We've got no physical resistance. Oh my god, are you serious? Fucking bloody... You got so close. Well, then... It's only going to take one shot to kill him. Hang on, we got to finish off those cannons. Alright, what are we going to do this on? Let's pop that down... Yeah, just because it's a dangerous unit and they'll stop it from shooting at us. Okay, let's do that. Good, alright. No, you can shoot it whatever you want now. Bring them over this way. That's it. Because they can't see any of our units over there. Okay, fair few units coming in this way. We might pop down one of these, because we got a decent amount of Winds of Magic. Like, the spell's not going to absolutely obliterate them. Also, now we're not going to suffer from Locus of Power, so that's good. Alright, I'm not seeing too many gun units in this area. If I can pin that one down, watch out for the hammerers, though. Alright, how about we get some basic breath attacks in? You know, obviously it'd be great to get a blob going and then get them with the burnings, but I just don't think it's worth the risk of our guys getting killed. Careful, careful, careful. Don't want to get pinned down. Alright, decent opportunities forming over here. You guys move back. Did you end up casting? Freaking missed that guy or something. Alright, getting some Iron Breakers with this. Yeah, well, you gotta be careful with this. Did decent damage. That's it. Okay, maybe we can burn them over here. Alright, at least we're... Okay, no, they're searching for us. Yeah, they're searching for us. Okay, we can't be sticking around here for too long. Or we can't be staying in there for too long. Move back. That's it. So, we haven't done a tremendous amount of damage to them. Just picking at them a little bit. Trying to waste their ammunition would be completely pointless. Really not a fantastic blob anywhere here that I'm seeing. Okay, I think they missed that first breath attack on that unit. Alright, they don't seem to be focusing too much on Alarielle, so we want her to keep being in melee so that she keeps recharging the Sword of Cain. But she's not invincible, she's not going to last forever, so we just got to be mindful about that. Sending these three to fight those Slayers is probably a bad call, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, they're searching for us, but they haven't found us yet. Okay, they're off the artillery, so that's fine. Okay, we've got Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes isolated kind of over here. Stay away from the guns, please. Does too much damage. But I need to lure them over here as much as possible so that we can delay this, because that's not going to be advantageous to us. Not yet, anyway. I can heal them a bit. Alright. Okay, blob's starting to form. That's good. Let's pop this down. So, Alarielle's done 12,000 damage so far, which is not negligible. It's something. Better than nothing. Thing is, if I use all my magic spent on banishments, then I'm not going to have any for healing, so we've got to keep a balance of that going. So them fighting the rangers and the Trollhammer torpedoes, that's fine with me. But there is another Trollhammer torpedo, and those are really dangerous to our poor tree men here, which, honestly, everything is bad against the tree men here. That hammerer over there looks good for some for abilities to go crack down on them. We're taking damage pretty quickly here, but as long as she's not fighting Slayers, I'm not too worried about it. Longbeards with great weapons. They're doing just fine. This is probably the best blobs we're going to find in this battle. If we send all of our single entities to one location, they will send a lot to go and fight us. We could cast on them then, but we would die too quickly, so it just wouldn't be worth it. Okay, let's use some of this here. So they've got all their technologies so that the gun units, I think they've got like 176 range. 174, sorry. So that's, you know, a lot more than what they used to have. Yeah, they start off with a base of 145. That didn't do very much. Okay, this one here is isolated. Didn't see it before, but we can go into melee with them. That's no big deal. Pop this down on them maybe. Do a bit of damage. Because, yeah, that didn't do very much to them. Alright, Alarielle, she's okay. Iron Drake unit over here. This is going pretty well there. Haven't found us yet, so that's good. Yeah, they are looking. They're looking. Alright, we need to get moving over here. This might cause them to rearrange. Since they're all over the place here, this could be good for us. There's a decent defensive position in here. Not fantastic. But yeah, what we want to do is use our Flying Goon Squad over here for... just take isolated units out. Nothing too bad there. I think that's an Iron Breaker, which... Yeah, it's all going fine. I'm not seeing any problems here. Alright, where'd that other ranger out here go? Okay, so how about we leave the Sun Dragon to deal with that. I think it went in this direction here. Right, I need these ones to get over here. Let's get organized. Put them back on fire at will. hold this position here. Now, these ones can actually get in the way of the Sisters of Avalon, so I'll put them here with the tree men. See how that goes. Okay, we got this back, but we're taking too much damage. I guess the... no, we can stay fighting a little bit longer, just a bit. Okay, got an Iron Breaker coming in here. Is that Bugman Rangers? Okay, go fight that. I mean, the Troll Hammer Torpedoes are still super dangerous to us. No, watch out. Alright, come around this way. All of them. See if we can lure them back here again. Alright, Alarielle got this ability here. This is not the best time to use it, but I'm just going to do it. Help us get rid of the Iron Breakers there. Okay, good. They're focusing on our dragons. So that's good. Actually, when we sent them over here, some of them are hiding again. That's where the Rangers went. Okay, go back over there, actually, because that is a high value unit. Keep trying to get that one off the battlefield. Alarielle can't last much longer. And she's not even fighting friggin' Slayers. They're doing better than her. Well, that's because they got really high melee defense. That's why. It's not all about ward save. Sometimes you need really high melee defense as well. So yeah. I could use the ability on that, but then we'd just be sitting... Oh, shit. Okay, get out of the way, get out of the way. If I use any of the army ability... Sorry, the unit abilities over here, they will just kill me. Okay, we got rid of that one, so that's good. Okay, she's doing okay. Charging up that ability. She has done good amount of damage, but we have to rely on her to do a lot. I mean, she does have the Sword of Cain. 66 magic left. They're doing exceptionally well. As long as they're not fighting Slayers, it's fine, I guess. It's good they're bringing in more units over this way. Again, bring the flying... Oh, they haven't finished with the dragons. We need to sort that out. Have they done any damage to us? Not much. So that way, if they could just send like a couple of units over there at a time, that would be ideal. For us. Okay, she can't hold out much longer here. That one's not shooting at us, so that's good. Alright. Oh, there's a Thunderer unit here. Okay, that attack's not going to do too much. Yeah, it's going to take a shot in the face there. That's good. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's okay. Good, we've recharged this. I need to get her over there, actually. Plus, these ones here could really use some more heals. Right, bring them over this way and help out in this area. This would be a great spot, actually, for the... oh, shit. For the breath attacks. But yeah, this is... I think I was going to do it over here, but considering the Slayers are there... Yeah, kind of. I need to get rid of them. Do another one as well. Really need to thin them out because they will kill these ones real quick. Alright, this one's still got 2 left. We'll pop one of those down because that's not going to do much damage to single entities. Something with that. Watch out for these ones shooting at us, especially the Iron Drake Troll Hammer Torpedoes. Okay, let's get a heal in there. That should be 4 of us getting the heals. Good, we got rid of the Slayers. Very nice. The fighting over there hasn't begun yet. Okay. Good, we've really quite disrupted them here. That is great. Watch out. Try to pin down any of the missile units. Actually, you could use the breath attack on those Iron Breakers. That'd be fine. I know they're pretty badly... Actually, no, you know what? Save it for another time. We've only got 1 left. Let's not waste it. Come over here. We need to do another heal. Although you're fully healed, so you get out of the way so you don't absorb it. How are we going over here? Well, they can see us, but they aren't heading over here just yet. I guess they want to focus on our Lord, and that's fine. We wanted to distract them as much as possible. Having these here fight together is a bad idea. Having them fight as 2 separate army groups, essentially, works so much better, which is exactly what we're doing. Alright, need to get my guys over this way for a heal. Alright, you guys... Actually, you get in there as well. These have been surprisingly good in melee. Oh, crap, I can't stay here for too long. Go that way? Okay. I do actually want them to send some units over here, and they're not sending any, which actually is a little bit of a problem. Alright, once again, go around, see if we can find isolated units that are vulnerable. I'll keep Alarielle over here because we need to keep healing. I want to preserve our balance of power as much as possible so we can inflict an early army losses. Once we've inflicted an early army losses, that'll get rid of anything that's not a Slayer, and then the Sisters of Avalon will handle the rest of them, no problem. Alright, this one here... Look, all of them could use a heal, so it doesn't matter if somebody's missing out. But now that you've had that, you should leave that group. Okay, looking for isolated units. Okay, that's another dangerous one. We're going to take out those Trollhammer torpedoes, because like I said, most of our units in this battle here are vulnerable to them. So you move out of the way. Let's just keep getting in these heals, because we don't have too many of them before we're out of magic. Okay, balance of power shift, so that's good. Start playing our music. We have done a lot of damage to them now, but at the same time, we've kind of spent a lot of our best units, like in terms of their energy. No ammunition left on the Handmaidens. They're still pretty good in melee, though. And we haven't really killed that many Slayers, and those are the big problem. That's the thing. What you want to be doing in these sort of situations is just ignoring the things that you can't handle very well and focus on the things that you can handle well, and then maybe the things that you can't handle well will become easier later down the track. Or if you don't have to trade as well against them at that point, it's fine. So yeah, they're still looking for us, but they know where we are. I moved out of the way. Like I said, I want them to come and attack us. Alright, so this one here is now almost fully healed. Get one more. Alright, that's enough healing for them. Alright, get them around this way here. Alright, with the Alarielle. Yeah, so they sent in hammerers. Because they don't want it. They're Iron Drakes in melee. But there's a decent blob forming. It'd be great if we had another sort of capability. I could use another one of these. Like I said, we're kind of out of the capacity for any more healing. We can do a little bit, but I think maybe banishment might be best. I can get one more banishment in. If I overcast it, does increase the damage, doubles it for 7 extra magic. Okay, I might actually do that. Just one last big fuck you. Because this is the biggest blob we've seen so far. Alright, let's do that. So overcasted banishment. Hopefully it's a miscast. And the damage output on that is pretty good. A lot of dangerous units getting killed with that. Good, good, good. Oh man, look at those Slayers. Alright. Isolated unit of Thunderers. Okay, we got to get them out of here now. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Okay, they got out easily enough. Okay, I should be able to get them out. So, watch out, Alarielle. 76,000 damage. I'm pretty happy with that. That's kind of what we needed to do. But yeah, there's so many Slayers and gun units here. Alright, go and take out... Oh, they're back on the cannons? I could have sworn they got off them. Maybe they go back on them now. I don't know. Alright, what abilities do we have left? We've still got one more Ember Storm and 2 more Dragon Breaths. And as for our last heal, I think the Sisters of Avalon... Sorry, the Handmaidens will do well for that. This one here is in pretty bad shape. We'll go finish that one off, actually. Okay, taking out the gun units that are isolated with our guys here is definitely ideal. If that one gets over here and starts shooting at the tree men, that's going to be bad. Get out of the way. Dwarves with their bloody high mass. Alright, that's pretty good there. Alright. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Something's starting to form up. See, they don't see the terrain obstruction here. That might be one of the reasons why they just haven't made the attack. Which is one of the reasons why I like to use the terrain as an obstruction, because the AI is just so bad at, like, going around them. Alright, that was the last of our magic there. So, got to be careful with our engagements, because we're not going to get any more healing. Get in there, take out the cannon now. Alright, with the last of this one's Dragon Breath, I reckon going for the Hammerer isn't a bad idea. Just because it's in a tighter formation than the Slayers. But there's always a possibility that... Oh my god. Breath attacks require so much babysitting sometimes. There's a possibility that they're just not going to aim at the right unit. Okay, did I put them on fire at will? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, we should have dealt with the cannons now. Any units down here that we can deal with? Just we have loads of guns out this way. Okay. Alright, don't fire at will just yet because they'll probably shoot at rocks. Okay, actually move up a little bit. If they're going to keep being skittish, we'll go up and attack them. Alright, what's next? Alright, let's use this one on... That's an Iron Breaker there. Let's take that out.
Alarielle the Evergreen.
I guess having all of these fighting in a thing over here should be fine. Good amount of value with that one. Okay, cannon's well and truly dealt with. So that's good. Alright, so basically we're trying to lure them in. Just a bit. Alright, I think I got one more breath attack. Let's use that before we land on them. This also might cause some of them to turn back around and come and deal with us. Thinning their forces out, which will make it so that these guys here can handle it a bit better. Because at the end of the day, if they send too much at us, we can just always back off. Now also, we're firing uphill here, so the damage output isn't quite as high as it otherwise would be. But, hey, we're shooting at them, and they're not shooting at us. Good. Honestly, this is the ideal way to get rid of the Slayers. But legend, they have whirling axes, and therefore they have a shield block. You should use the Sisters of Avalon in melee. Alright, so we're out of abilities now, right? Yep. Apart from ones that don't have limits. Alright, land on the Hammerers, because the Iron Breakers aren't that big of a deal. We want to kill the Hammerers as quickly as possible. Because yeah, if you're going to use single entities to fight, they're best fighting together. Alright, now that they're definitely coming for us, move back over here.
It is done. The greater good.
Or maybe they're not. Okay. Yeah, because I said that, didn't I? If when we landed, that they would send units out against us. And if there's too much, we'll just bail. This is fine at the moment. It's really about the guns. They've only sent a few of them over here. There's a... okay, let's back off a bit. Draw them further this way. Okay, I'm going to send another control group up over here so that I can just get back there a lot easier with that. Because obviously restrict camera, I can't get back here quickly. Alright, hang on. Let's create it open up for this one.
Yes.
So they can shoot at them easily enough. Don't tell them to shoot just because they've not quite formed up yet. Because I want to make sure that we're actually able to shoot them. That's really important. Yeah. I mean, having the monsters fight them is not ideal. Oh god, gotta pay fucking attention over here. That's not good. Alright. Alright, I hear what we do. We'll go in and we'll kill them. Okay. How are we going over here? Yep. Careful. Create a bit of a gap so we can shoot in through there. Yeah, our guys over here aren't going to fare that well for too long. Slayers over here as well. But if we all fight back to back, that's our best bet. Try to get rid of these goddamn missile units. Here. Okay, they're shooting at us over here. We need to fire back at them. Don't worry about them. They're actually choosing a bad target. Our Phoenix Guard will hold out for a bit. And see, even though there's a gap here, they're not. Shit. They're not running through it. And they're kind of blobbed up over here, so they're not going to fire as effectively, which is also good.
Ready.
Just trying to make sure they don't wipe out any of our units.
Alarielle the Evergreen.
Get over here. So basically we're fighting 2 battles at once at the moment. So those guns, yeah, they are firing, and our treatment, you know, they're holding out okay. Ugh. Firing? Yeah. These are the ones doing all the real damage to us. That's what we're going to focus on. Yep, do that. None of this is a huge... That is a huge concern, actually. Get rid of that. And there's the army losses. Good. Now we just have to deal with the Slayers. Now, here's the thing. We would not have inflicted the army losses on them like this if we had this engagement happen at the beginning of the battle. This is why it's really important to, especially when you're outnumbered like this, is to use your abilities that they can't handle as much as possible and grind them out that way. And that way, when the main engagement does happen, all you got to do is just trade off as best as you possibly can, and then you'll eventually win. Okay, yeah, Slayers. Shoot at these hammers because I don't think we're going to have too much trouble dealing... Oh, hang on. Our guys over here are a big concern. Make sure we run down as many of them as we possibly can. They're actually struggling a bit. You know what? Even if they go into melee with the Sisters of Avalon, it should be fine. Let's just bring them back. Because they lose their anti-large, and Sisters, you know, their combat stats are pretty damn decent. I just don't want to lose any of these units. Okay, they're going after the Phoenix Guard. Now, you could argue that Swordmasters of Hoeth would have been better for this battle. They definitely would have done more damage. But the thing to keep in mind as well is that Swordmasters of Hoeth are bitches. No, I'm just kidding. They don't have as high melee defense, and sometimes having high melee defense is more valuable. So, in that case, it might have actually been better for you to have Spearmen. Or, even better still, Silver and Guard. Because they've got really high melee defense, they're lower value, so their deaths will not cause too many problems for you, and they'll hold the enemy back longer as long as it's not like you're being shot by flamethrowers. Because, you know, these guys here, they do have some physical resistance as well. But that's all considered in the balance of power to some degree. So high value units dying without inflicting a lot of damage will just make it harder for you to inflict the army losses. Which is why we try not to use them at the start of the battle. Right, yeah, now let's kill this guy here. Use them to do it, not the flying monsters, because they're fucking crap at it. Alright, just a handful of Slayers left. Alright, there we go. Alright, bit of damage, but no units wiped out. That's always the plan. You know, I would have kept the fight going with what we were doing indefinitely, but, you know, we ran out of magic and just couldn't really keep doing it. We got a lot of value out of Herc. Oh, he's going to get away. That's okay. I mean, these guys here are not that big of a deal, but it would be good if we could kill him before he gets his immortality. And it doesn't seem like... Yeah, we're not going to get him. Alright, there's nothing else I can do here, I think. Alright, so... If we get replenishment here, or money, your money's fine. You got bloody 250,000 there, so that's... Just go with that. Standing in enemy territory as well. Well, he did say he specifically went and attacked 2 armies. Maybe he just didn't have enough movement to fall back, and he decided not to go into force march, which, honestly, going into force march would have made that battle a lot more difficult. But at the same time, no replenishment now. But if they had attacked us, I would have taken more casualties. Even if I had one, and that would have meant, you know, units that would have gotten wiped out. I can't replenish. Okay, so looking over here, how bad? Do you have lightning strike on Alarielle? I had a feeling you went down blood and fire. It's fine. That's just not my preferred one of choice. I personally feel like tradition dictates is better, but this is the only way to get some good buffs to the treatment units. And they do... Well, that one there does provide you with a good amount of ward save. And I guess if you are going to go with the Sword of Cain, having as much ward save on top of that as possible makes sense. Alright, she doesn't actually get missile resistance up here. She just gets ward save, which is obviously better. So that's why, okay. Because I thought she'd be at 25%. Doesn't seem like you've got any good traits that increase your missile resistance. Might be a good idea to do that if you're going to continue to, get into situations where she's going to get shot. More missile resistance will really come in handy. So you got a Helm of Discord on her. You don't have any blue items, blue armor yet. Really? Well, Armor of Silvered Steel is shit, and you're not even using it. Well, that's still a good weapon. It's just, I was hoping for Armor of Destiny, but I don't want to fuse too much of his stuff, because who knows what he wants to do with it. Hey, let me have a look here. No, that's kind of better. Just thinking how you can make her a bit better of a one-man Doomstack, or one-woman Doomstack. It really comes down to the Helm of Discord here. Getting a Trickster's Helm or an Armor of Destiny, or I think there's some High Elven other ones unique to them. Getting yourself a bit of extra ward save will give her so much more durability. But overall, your campaign is going fine, just slow, because this is High Elves. You should own half the map by about now. It's all good. Anyway, that's the end of this one. I mean, it's your first High Elven campaign, or first Avalon campaign. So, I mean, if you go back to Warhammer 2 and look at my first High Elven campaign, oh my god, I was absolutely awful. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys. Bye.